So I'm back up in here. Another thing that I want to talk about is, you hear a lot of people saying this degree is pointless, this major is pointless, you're wasting your time, worthless degree, shout out Aaron Clary. Here's my take on the whole situation. It's really a 50-50. I have 2 associate's degrees, liberal arts, general studies. I have a bachelor's degree. My bachelor was in arts and science, my major was sociology, and my minor was substance abuse treatment. I thought I was doing myself a favor by getting a minor in substance abuse treatment because I thought, dang, there's a lot of people who are addicted and have, substance abuse addictions, alcoholism, addicted to cocaine, marijuana, crack, whatever. People are addicted. And then it went really well with my sociology because I generally care about people and I generally want to help folks. So I thought, here's a backup plan just in case, my major in sociology doesn't pan out. Well, guess what? My minor in substance abuse treatment doesn't pan out either because a lot of these substance abuse jobs, you have to have a master's in social work in order to have the job, or you have to have a bachelor's degree in substance abuse treatment or counseling, etc. So my sociology degree really hasn't done anything for me. In the workforce, key word here, workforce, right? Now, for personal achievement, I've always loved sociology, psychology, micro and macroeconomics, politics, history. I've always loved those subjects. I always had a general interest. So for me, this was something that I was good at. This is something that I love to do. Then 2, I love people. I love helping people. I am a social justice advocate. I'm a human rights advocate. I love helping people, and I want to do something to help the world at large. I want to help folks. So even if it wasn't going to be a high-paying job, I still thought I would have a job, where I would, I knew it wasn't going to be a 6-figure salary or millionaire, etc. Because let's face it, you don't go in these fields like liberal arts and social studies and sociology. You don't go in these types of fields thinking you're going to make a lot of money, but you don't go in these fields thinking you're going to be in debt and you're going to be living in the poorhouse either. So for personal achievement, I enjoyed my field of study. I enjoy it. And then, to say I'm 21 and a half and I have 3 degrees, that's a big accomplishment. Rather you agree with it or not. Because I have a lot of friends who are 21 and instead of having 3 degrees, they have 3 kids from 3 different people. But no one's talking about that, right? So, it's still an accomplishment. Rather you agree with it or not. It's still something, right? Now, in the job force, workforce, marketplace, now, when we look at it from that aspect, yeah, the degrees are pointless because the job market could care less about sociology, psychology, philosophy, English, liberal arts, anything with the studies at the end of it, they probably don't care. What the job market wants is people who are mathematically inclined. You're really good with numbers, you can crunch numbers, you can compute, you're good at technology, engineering, STEM, basically, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. That's what the economy job market is looking for. But the funny thing about that is, even people in STEM can't find jobs. You want to know why? You really want to know why? Do you really want to know why they can't find jobs? You really want to know why? It's oversaturated. You have way too many people getting STEM degrees and not enough jobs for those people with the STEM degrees. So even they're finding issues with getting jobs. So basically, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you don't have the jobs for the population, regardless if they're educated in the field or not, it's still not going to work out. Because you got a lot of people who have engineering degrees, accountants, business administration, healthcare, etc. And they can't find jobs because there's not enough jobs for the people graduating. Which, that's where I come in, where I'm saying, is it necessarily a pointless degree? Not necessarily, And a lot of times, what people are going to have to realize is that we're going to have to create our own jobs. We're going to have to etch out a piece of heaven for ourselves. We can't depend on these companies